Hi best friends, welcome back to the channel. So guys, today's video we're going to be reacting on 5 biggest Finnish culture shocks, right? This was a requested video by a subscriber. This link was sent to me via my email, so we're going to be checking this out today. I have no idea about this particular video, so I'm super excited to check this out with you guys. So if you want to go on this journey with me, don't forget to like the video and share the video. Let's check this out, and feel free to drop your comments. I want to read them, I want to reply them.
Hello everyone, Joel Willens here again, author, 101 Very Finnish Problems, creator of Very Finnish Problems. This week, as a result of the fact that we all discover how much money everybody earns, I thought I would discuss things that freak British people out about Finland. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, problem number 54 in 101 Very Finnish Problems is when you discover your neighbour earns way more than you. Now this is a result of the fact that in Finland you have the opportunity to see how much money people earn when everyone's taxes are published. Number one on the list of things that freak British people out is the fact that in Finland you pay such hugely high taxes. The UK is famous for being uber Thatcherite even now, decades after the Iron Lady is no more, and the idea of paying really high taxes fills people full of dread. And when people come here, they're always like, wow, you pay so much tax. And this is true, absolutely you do. However, the thing you have to point out to these people is the fact that we have a fantastically functioning, reasonably fantastically functioning health service, schools are brilliant, free university education, there's no gap between rich and, well, the gap between rich and poor is a lot smaller, so there are many benefits.
Okay, so I feel like if individuals in Finland pay high tax and they still good education, good healthcare facilities, free universities, according to what he mentioned here, then it's actually good, you know. At least you're seeing the reason why you're paying high taxes, right? So I just feel like as long as there's good functioning health facilities and all he mentioned here, and the tax is on the high side, I feel like it's fair enough, right? I don't know if I'm communicating, but anyways, feel free to drop your opinion on the comment section. Let's continue watching, guys.
A high tax system where the people who are able to contribute more do, and consequently the people who are less able to look after themselves are nurtured. So that's number one of what will freak English people out when they come to Finland. Number two is something less to do with money, more to do with how you present yourself in public, and that, of course, is nudity. Nudity is interesting in the sense that in the UK, getting naked generally is combined with having sex. If you don't, it's very rare you get naked in the UK other than to get it together with someone. So this is really reflected actually in things like sauna. Most of the saunas you can go to in the UK, if they're not in a health club, will possibly be a brothel. The giveaway would be the pink neon signs you may see flashing above them with extras advertised. So, and as a result of that, there have been many occasions where I've been to weddings in Pohjanmaa, where a friend of mine got married, and half the people who came were from like the UK, and you could tell the people from the UK in the sauna because they were all wearing Bermuda shorts or some form of covering. So the idea of letting it all hang out or getting naked in public with other people's pretty much guaranteed to freak an English person out or a British person.
I guess
number three, you know, at first is winter sports.
Surprised when I had that.
Winter sports are a strange one because predominantly we're rubbish. I think that's fair to say, and this is really typified by the most famous British winter sportsman being Eddie the Eagle, who you may or may not remember, but who was celebrated basically for being crap. And that's because no one does ski jumping, no one really does, I mean, skiing was very much in the past the preserve of the bourgeois and middle classes. Now more people do ski, but it's very rare that if you ask 10 English people, probably you'd be lucky to have 3 who would say they're good at skiing. Ice skating also is another sport which they fail at abysmally. And winter cross-country skiing is just totally alien. Ice hockey. So if you present an English person with the opportunity to do any one of these sports, the likelihood is they'll freak out. Wow. They'll freak out and then come up with some excuse, or they'll try to flop around and look like a baby deer on ice. Number four is silence. There is nothing an English person hates more than a room full of silent people. It's
And
possibly
Finlands
the
are
most
good at
torturous
it.
thing they can experience. And I've experienced this my first time when I hung out with Finnish people in a pub, actually, which, you know, typically a pub is a place where most people spend a lot of time talking loudly. But yeah, I think it's the first time ever that I've ever been in a pub where everyone was sitting silently round a table, contemplating their beers. So that if you want to really freak an English person out, just invite them to your grandmother's or a great aunt's or a gathering. Just have them sit in the living room, surrounded by people drinking coffee and not saying a word.
Oh my God.
Watch them sweat, watch them twitch, watch them make excuses.
I can imagine.
Yeah, just watch. They'll be very, very uncomfortable. Number 5. The things that freaks out an English person about, or a British person, I keep saying English, I think it's interchangeable. Basically, in the British Isles, this is probably going to freak you out, is rules. The adherence to rules is something that's very, in some ways, un-English. We don't trust our government as much as Finns trust their government, but also in things like, you know, social etiquette, like the idea of making sure you only cross the road when the green light says you can cross the road. When I first arrived here, I mean, one of the things that really struck me was standing at a zebra crossing, not a car in sight for as far as the eye could see, yet still everyone stayed in exactly the spot they were meant to, because the man,
you can't even get that in my country.
Whereas it would never happen in the UK. Basically,
it would never happen in my country.
People use their sort of initiative and they just cross the road. So now, actually, you can see that I've been here. It shows how long I've been here, because I totally have bought into the idea of staying still. Social pressures, or, you know, I just think basically if the red man's red, then they shall not cross. I shall not pass, in the words of Gandalf. So each of those things combined, high taxes, nudity, winter sports of any variety, what was the other one? Yeah, silence and rules. Those 5 things are guaranteed to freak out any person from the British Isles. Okay, I can't generalise about 65 million people, but more or less, you're pretty much guaranteed they're going to do it with one of those things. So if you want to freak out a British person, why not go for all 5? Go crazy, try them all. So that's my insight into the comparisons between British and Finnish society. You'll find plenty more in 101 Very Finnish Problems, the Foreigner's Guide to Surviving Finland, available from August bookshops.
This was pretty amazing. I really love every bit of it, you know. So I just feel like Finlands are big on rules. They stick to rules, and that is something I really admire about the country. In some countries here, you can't set rules and expect the citizens to abide by it. But I feel like in Finland, the citizens abide by the rules set by government, and I think that's why the country is actually a good one, you know. And in terms of silence, I've reacted to a couple of Finnish videos. A lot of people who keep mentioning that Finland, they are good with silence. Like, I don't know. I know it's going to freak out a lot of people. I actually don't like places that are noisy. I don't like people who talk too much. So I feel like I can adapt to that particular way of living, yeah. But I don't think most people will find it funny. Imagine being in a gathering where you are supposed to be conversing with your fellow Buddhists, and then all of a sudden everyone is quiet, you know. I just feel like that's how they are, and that's their nature, you know, which is actually good. This was actually amazing, and I was super excited. I got to check his own version of culture shock in Finland. Hopefully I get to check other people's own culture shock, so I'll get to know more about Finland, right? This was a perfect watch for me. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on the comment section. And if you're not from Finland and you're residing in Finland, when you got to that country the first time, what was your experience like? How did you feel? And if you're from Finland, let me know a lot of things that you people do that get foreigners like shocked and like, whoa, right? Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.